Like the decision or not, you got to go with the flow. Flo Balogun back in service tonight for Monday Night Football. It has returned. This is a Chain Gang Sports Show for a Monday.
We want to give a big shout out to the U.S. News and Entertainment Network for producing this show. Please like, subscribe, and share to stay up to date.
Chain Gang Sports Show recorded live at the Flagler Voice Podcast Studios in association with the U.S. News and Entertainment Network. Things are truly better with us, and things are truly better with Flo Balogun in the lineup tonight. I thought they were going to have to rely on Dr. Pepe. That's what I was calling him, but Pepe won't be pressured tonight. Balogun in full service.
You'll see him. I'm sure Pepe will be into the game, but controversial, like it or not, but it was the right call. I mean, it's the right decision. I don't care. That's what the powers that be are there for, to put in place the rules that are right. If something's wrong, you have to fix the wrong. I mean, it's that simple. It's not a USA thing. It's a what's right thing. And I don't care about, well, it should have been, you know what? After sitting back and realizing that you're taking away not only the USA's top scorer, but you're taking away from something that shouldn't have been called. I mean, it's that simple. If anything, anybody should be bitter. They should be bitter with the VAR system and the referee that made the original call, because that was a horrible call.
It was a horrible call.
And I know the backlash. I mean, I was just reading the Norway coach, bad. Everybody's making Belgium's coach. I mean, Belgium.
Nobody's really right now it's put the team USA
and of course
in
it's
a different light.
They say, it's a homer thing, because it's in the U.S. It has nothing to do. FIFA is not based in the United States. FIFA is not run by an American. Yeah. You got to even love Trump. Even commented on social media. He even got the El Presidente saying that they made the right decision. They made the right call. They did. And I love the opening. Got to go with the flow.
Yeah, got to go with the flow. And, FIFA President Gianni Infantino, he's drawn the ire of soccer fans, football fans.
Yeah, but if you're a football fan, put yourself, if you're Portugal, if you're Argentina, and that's a messy thing, or that's another thing, and they don't overturn that, aren't you more angry at the fact that that's such a bad call? You don't tell me, we would have adjusted. Bull. If it's your best player, your top scorer, and he's out for no reason at all, you're gonna vent. And good for the United States for sticking to the appeal. I mean, and there is an appeal process.
There wasn't any appeal, though. Remember we talked about it on Thursday.
I didn't think that Mikey was wrong, that they
weren't really being allowed to appeal it. That's why everyone was so shocked at this coming about.
Yeah, we'll get over it because he's playing.
The Ronaldo rule, right?
5 years ago, Ronaldo had a similar, but Ronaldo's was blatant, and they did. The only reason they overturned it is because he's a revenue. That's what he generates. He's a revenue generator, and that's why you can't have Ronaldo out for one of the Champions League or Premier League, whatever it was.
It will have residual effects, though. No matter if Team USA wins tonight.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. The right call was made. In my opinion, flat out, they should be more upset with the fact that they went to VAR and it still wasn't overturned. Exactly. That's where the problem lies. But
that was a bad call. It was a terrible call.
Yeah.
But the fact that, everyone right now is saying, hey, does that kind of jinx Team USA by coming in tonight? It kind of puts a cloud over the result.
Well, you know what? If they don't win, but they're not expected to win. The United States is not expected to win. Anything that's happening now, by the way, I got the jersey on. Anything that happens now, of course you do. Anything that happens now is this is all good stuff for us. I mean, we're enjoying the ride.
Oh yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy about it, and I agree that call should never have been an issue, and this decision yesterday shouldn't Shouldn't have had to happen.
Yeah, and how did the players find out? They didn't even get to find out from the coaching staff. Social media. They got the breaking news. ESPN.
Good old social media.
Yeah, the ESPN breaking news, like I did on the phone.
Balogun was he was on Instagram, and he was like he had a picture of himself. There was no caption, but he had the song Michael Jackson's "Bad" playing there. Yeah. I don't know if you saw it, but
no.
Well, you know what? I'm happy, and I think it's going to be a great game. Tonight.
Yeah.
Belgium now, does that give them a little bit of motivation now? Do they?
Sure, I mean...
But they were preparing for Pepe probably to take Balogun's place.
And,
kind of throws things off for him.
It does. It definitely does, but it's not going to take away from what's been one of the great, World Cup reeled me in. I mean, I was at Mikey Terranova's house all day yesterday watching soccer, and Kayla was gracious enough to host a wonderful hostess, put together. We had a nice meal and a lot of soccer, and it was exciting, man. We would, with every kick, and it wasn't even the United States, jumping up and down, and it was fun, and it was good soccer. Oh boy, Norway,
Norway, yeah.
That Holland,
Brazil,
yeah, and Holland is
the brace. That's a new word for it.
Yeah, that's right. The brace on the pitch.
Yeah, now
the brace on the pitch.
Pitch and the brace.
I love when they go to the commentators on the side. Let's go pitch side. Pitch side they call it instead of field. Right. Instead of
not
on the sideline.
The sideline or the dugout.
Yeah,
pitch side.
That Holland being 6'4", 200 pounds, 200 plus pounds. When the ball came across for the header that he had scored on, the Brazilian was just bounced off of him. Yeah,
he's a big dude. Brazil, their earliest exit in World Cup play since 1990, 36 years. Brazil's always in the thick of it.
Producer is devastated. There'll be no trip to. The other thing that's bothering. That was an extra but
the producer has become a fan, and he's had the opportunity to attend.
Yeah. He's the fan of traveling. That's what he's the fan of. Traveling and
rubbing elbows with the elite.
Yeah, and the stipend. That's what he's a bigger fan of. He gets to eat at the Brazilian steakhouses. Let's face it.
I don't like to brag.
Yeah, no.
When it comes to food, you can't lose with Brazil. That's for sure.
Erling
Haaland, with the brace, and Norway now, the fans. That's the thing.
Oh yeah,
that's big story with the rowing, and they're so into it. That's been one of the side stories for this World Cup.
Yeah,
is the fans.
It sure has
Norway
that have been they've been very visible. At multiple sporting events.
Yeah, multiple sporting events, and what was it late last night? Tough place to win in Mexico City.
Oh.
And England comes up.
When let me tell you something. They were talking about the pregame, the buzz that was in that stadium, how electric it was. It holds 87,000.
Yeah, huge crowd.
And when they scored
football
on hey, listen, man. You go back to Brazil. They blew that game. They did. Brazil. I mean, going back to there before we go back to Mexico. They missed the PK. First of all, how Vinny didn't take the PK was shocking. That he turned the ball over and then it was missed. I'm not a big fan of the running up to the ball, stop, stutter step, and then kick it because there's nothing on it.
Right.
You have no velocity on it.
Yeah.
And so I think that was and then they had two. I mean, the young kid, one of the youngest kids in there, wide open goal, and he just hits it. I mean, I don't even know what he was thinking. The outside of his foot. And went left when the whole cage was there for him, and he missed it. So they had squandered they squandered the opportunity. So Brazil has nobody to blame but Brazil. But it was themselves. You saw Neymar. Neymar called it a career.
He's calling it a career.
And so the emotion was there.
Yep.
Him and the goalie going at it before he scored on the PK. So it was some drama in both games, and
Ronaldo says this is going to be his last World Cup now.
Yeah.
41 years of age.
Yeah, and it should be. And definitely should be.
So some of the stars exiting.
Yeah. But I'm glad we got to see them. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And this has been a great World Cup. The GOATs. Yeah, 7 goals. What do we got? 7 goals for Mbappe, 7 goals for Messi, and 7 goals now for the big Norwegian.
Yeah. That's your 3 leaders right there.
Yeah, all with 7 goals, yeah.
And so we'll see what happens here. Yeah, so Harry Kane with a 60th minute penalty kick, and Was it Jude Bellingham? Also,
Jude Bellingham was
he got the brace.
Yeah, he really had the hat trick. It's funny because they said the reason he had the hat trick was that ball was about to cross the goal line. He came out of nowhere and put his foot on it and cleared it. I mean, he put it past the end line, and it was. I mean, truly, he saved. I mean, absolutely saved the goal. So he had two. He scored two and saved one. So they gave him the hat trick.
Well, it is Monday Night Football, Futbol.
Yes.
Not Monday Night.
I think we were supposed to say it with a little football, but
Football?
I don't want to have to do that.
No.
We can call it Monday Night Football when the NFL's on break.
That's it. But it is tonight at 8 o'clock up in Seattle, up and over, as I like to say, Lumen Field, Belgium. Again, that's going to be, we get by them, and the next opponent would be
the winner of Portugal, Spain.
Portugal and Spain.
Yeah.
That would be another challenge, but we take them one at a time.
That's it. One game at a time. We can't be looking past Belgium, that's for sure.
Oh, no, not at all.
And who's the early game today? Isn't the early game?
You bet your Jean-Claude Van Damme you can look past Belgium.
What's the early game today?
Oh, the early game. There is an early game. Yes, Portugal and Spain, 3 p.m.
Oh, it is Portugal? That's
Portugal and Spain, 3 p.m.
There you go.
That's
and then tomorrow, is tonight
today.
Wednesday? Oh, and tomorrow is...
games. So, then you got the other bracket. And then, we talked about
Argentina.
Could Argentina meet
France again?
They're in different brackets. Yeah, so
that was one of the great finals of World Cup history last year, last World Cup.
A lot of people would favor that. It's the Chain Gang Sports Show here on a Monday, always a lot to talk about. And same is the case on Thursday nights when we go live, as we're always live. We're live now, for that matter. You're live, I'm live.
I am alive.
The producer's never been more alive, for that matter.
Yeah.
He's all smiles. He had a good weekend, hanging out, watching the fireworks at Hammock Beach, I think, was it?
The Hammock Beach Resort restaurant called The Grill.
Okay. That's a great place.
Oh yeah.
Is that you said that the real estate company, which real estate company was it?
Coastal Gateway,
a monster here in in the Flagler County.
Yeah. All high-end luxury.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. And they're part of the Ritz-Carlton?
They're the exclusive salespeople.
Oh, wow. Yeah, good for them. We'll have to pay them a visit. We could use some advertising.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Here we come. I'll be calling you guys this. Hey, speaking of which, one thing that I'm bitter about, besides I'm sure people with the Baum decision, but they keep referring to MetLife as welcome back to New York, New Jersey. What is New York, New Jersey? Is that a new state?
Jersey.
New York, New Jersey. That's what they kept on saying.
The other,
That's it. The stadium is in New Jersey.
New Jersey always has.
There's no New York a part of that. There's nothing. You can see it, but it ain't New York.
Right.
And that was part of my stepfather. Rest his.
That was a pet peeve of his.
Oh, he quit. He wouldn't root for. He was a Jet fan, diehard Jet fan. Went to the first Super Bowl. Went to Super Bowl III because he used to work for TWA before he became a fireman. And man, he said if he was on fire, if Leon Hess was on fire, he wouldn't urinate on him to put him out, and he would never go to a Hess gas station ever. And they were big on Long Island.
Really?
He wouldn't go. Would not.
He really had a grudge.
Oh, grudge. Well, they did. They took your football team and brought them across the river into New Jersey. And that before the Meadowlands developed that entire area, there was one road in.
What was it, swampland?
Yeah. Jimmy Hoffa's there. One road in, one road out.
He was the very first.
He was the very first
ticket holder.
First ticket holder, season ticket holder, career.
He was in the end zone, second row.
The he's underneath
the end zone.
But the one, there was one way in because my family had season tickets to the Jets as well when they were playing at Shea, and we decided to, because they made an incentive plan for people to roll over and go to the Meadowlands to keep their season tickets, a really discounted price. But man, 1 year is what we held those tickets for, because getting in and getting out before they developed that area, there was one road in, one road out. And it was the same road, and you sat in traffic for hours, almost like the Flagler County fireworks display at the airport. That was a disaster. People trying to get in and out of there.
So correct me if I'm wrong, and Lucas, if he's watching, he's our
fact checker.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but there really hasn't been a pro football game hosted in the city of New York since the demise of the stadium.
Yeah, the Cosmos.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's right. The Cosmos played in the Meadowlands as well.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there hasn't been any pro football or any, just, it's all New Jersey.
Buffalo
New Jersey's
Bills.
got the action. Well, that's upstate.
I know, but it is New York. It's the only New York team. That's my father. My house was Buffalo Bills, everything. Yeah, he went from the Jets to hardcore Bills Mafia member. I'm a Bills Mafia member. I have to let go of it. I have to just let them go. I have to just let them go. I am not a guy who ever would. I'm loyal to as you can be. But there's a
you got to draw the line.
Yeah, no question. And the line has been drawn with Geno Smith as the savior. Come on.
Let's face it, the days of Freeman McNeil and
Kenny O'Brien,
the sack exchange,
Wesley Walker.
Oh, those and Al Toon.
Al Toon.
They're singing a
University
different
of Wisconsin.
tune in New York now with the Jets. And
Mickey Shula. The famous video of Mickey Shula.
Yeah.
Remember Lawrence Taylor's famous video?
Well, yeah.
Hey Shula, I'm going to rip your head off.
So you're Bills all the way.
Yeah.
As we start to look toward the NFL here, it's on the horizon.
Mm-hmm.
It's ticking. It's ticking. The clock's
sure
running
is.
down.
How about the NBA with the Summer League?
That was
in full effect.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't wait long.
Lakers and the Heat yesterday. Lakers come up with, I think, a 2-point win on the.
Yeah, but you're getting to see these young.
Some of these rookies.
Yeah.
Some of the, free agents.
There's been some posters already with the dunks.
Is the NBA Rookie League more exciting to you than the WNBA regular season?
That's a good question. Put me on the spot for the ladies.
Well, think about that. While you're thinking about it, hey, Wimbledon action is, in full swing.
Yeah.
It was too bad to see Serena and, Venus Williams. I thought they were going to be very competitive in that, but that knee injury put an end to Serena's hopes.
Yeah. They didn't even play, right?
Week. Yeah, she tweaked that thing and that was it. And there's no coming back.
Yeah.
So both of them. But that would have been exciting.
Yeah, I thought so. It was good but the Joker made his 9th quarterfinal.
And I'm pulling for him. Yeah, I'm going to go on record. I'm pulling for the Joker, and there's a good chance he wins tomorrow and Sinner wins tomorrow that they would meet
in the semis.
Yeah, that would be a great match.
Sure would.
So,
any Americans left on the men's side?
I haven't seen any.
No, there hasn't been. There hasn't been a.
We may have to turn that over to Lucas.
Lucas, don't forget you got to add man. You got to add man onto that.
And then was it
Lucas the Gator Man?
The Gator Man.
There he is.
Lucas the Gator Man.
Fritz playing today at 11.
Still?
Yeah, and he's the one who claims he's the best grass court. Remember I said it last.
Yeah, that's
show?
right.
He
still remains. Okay.
Self-proclaimed best grass player in the world.
Did you see Sabalenka after she lost her match to Osaka?
She
said she was going to go out and get drunk, and then get herself back in the shape.
Yeah, she was funny. She said, "Yesterday I was the world number one. Today, not the world number one." Yeah, I did.
Yeah, but I like her honesty though.
Yeah, so did I.
And then
I like her too. She's attractive in a certain way too. She's a beautiful woman.
Yeah, she's tall out there.
Yeah,
wouldn't want her wearing heels.
No.
My
wife was 5'10", same size, but so when she threw on heels, I was like the midget.
You felt like Stallone with Bridget Nielsen.
Exactly.
For a brief moment or two. But Naomi Osaka, she credits her mom's cooking.
Yeah, Japanese food.
Japanese cooking.
Yeah. So she plays under the Japanese flag.
Yeah. She's. I like her though. Good personality.
Yeah. Coco winning.
Coco's
golf. First quarterfinals is
takes on
Wimbledon.
Jessica Pegula tomorrow.
Oh, USA.
I believe, yeah.
USA.
Big match there. So things in full swing at Wimbledon.
Did you see Coco was on a time restraint? They had 11 o'clock curfew. She didn't realize that
I think there was 2 seconds left.
Right.
Or something.
But she didn't realize as long as they started that game, that was going to be the last game. It wasn't 11 o'clock drop dead, cutoff. It was they had the game. They had to continue the game that they were in. So,
but that just shows you she has a better tendency for good clock management than a lot of NFL coaches.
She said that's why I play tennis because there is no clock instead of basketball. I guess her dad was a good college hooper.
Well, you know what? You get to this point now where the matches now have the big names.
Yeah.
It's just like every other tournament, where you got 64, even 32 teams. Now you've trimmed the fat now. It's coming down to the best of the best. Speaking of the best, Dodgers They lose last night. I don't know if you caught any of that action. I think 5.
Yeah, Padres broke an 8-game losing streak.
Yeah, the Padres. The Friars not looking too good right now. They're still a game under 500, along with Arizona for second place. 14 massive games in back of the Dodgers right now as we approach the All-Star break, which will be next Tuesday.
Yeah,
14th.
the Yankees didn't lose that much ground, but I'm glad I was holding off on Major League Baseball because this has been a rough go.
Oh, Tampa.
I mean, 1-9 in the last 10, but Tampa only made up a half game on the Yankees' shortcomings for the weekend. Yes.
Yeah, and you still got...
And 4 games is and Judge had to be reevaluated, so they're not happy with the progress of the broken rib. Broken rib in baseball with that upper body stuff is not easy.
No,
broken rib is not easy at all anyway because there's no way to heal it. Well, it's got to heal on its own.
It affects your breathing. It's
everything. I remember when my ex-wife broke her rib. Oof, that's a brutal injury. Nothing you can do but suffer.
You just got to wait and
yeah.
Let it heal itself. But the Yankees, though, you still have to be a little concerned right now because, again, they did this earlier in the year, right? You get off to a fairly lengthy losing streak, lost 9 out of 10 right now.
Right.
But the thing is, they're just not hitting.
Not 5 hits. They haven't had more than 5 hits in a month.
You know, it's bad runs are one thing, but when you're not even hitting the ball, that's the other thing.
Brutal. Like I told you, Ben Rice needs to go behind the plate, but they're not making that move. And I think Aaron Boone should be fired.
I was giving some thought to that, because last week...
They'll blame the injuries. He always wins.
When they went on that losing streak, it was about 5-6 games, and then he said, we hope to get better over the weekend, thinking the Twins would be some easy pickings, which they were not.
No. The Twins haven't won a series in Yankee Stadium since 2014. So that was that was
that's what you start looking at, things that haven't happened in a decade or more,
right?
And it's starting to happen to you. So are the Yankees as good as we were feeling?
I got to tell you what they put on the product they put on the field right now. No, definitely not.
Kind of inferior.
That pitching staff needs. I think that pitching staff will get a lot better.
But other than Tampa with the Rays, there really isn't a team.
Boston's red.
Well, Boston's got 3 wins in a row. Won 8 out of the last 10.
That's what you should get for Boston. I would do that.
I know the producer is smiling about that, but really, that's the thing. The American League really isn't. Tampa's the best team right now, 3rd best team, I think, in all of baseball. So plenty of time. Yankees. Don't worry about that.
They're coming to the All-Star break. Is what next? Is it this weekend?
The All-Star break will be
next weekend. Yeah, this coming weekend.
On with the Futures game and the weekend. They'll have
home run derby. Yeah,
home run derby a week from today, Monday. So that'll be exciting. And as Jimmy Johnson said about those Cowboys, how about the Marlins, right? The Marlins.
Here we go with the Marlins.
Well, 3 straight wins, but the way they're winning, the month of June, they really dominated. Best record in baseball in the month of June, and they're doing pretty good in July now.
Yeah.
Beating the A's on the road, sweeping that series. And Yuri Perez yesterday, 7 innings, no hits. They pulled him out. Clayton McCullough, a lot of people are not feeling him for pulling him out after 7 innings, and then a combination of 3 relievers. They nearly lost that game, 9-8 the final score, kind of a slugfest.
Yeah.
But look at, he goes 7 innings, doesn't allow a hit, and then comes out 2 innings, and the game is nearly lost.
Yeah.
But the Marlins, though, here's the big thing. We've talked about it before. Pitching, and Alcantara, I think, now is 10-4. And, of course, Max Meyer, who's going to be in the All-Star game, he ends up now, I think, with 1 loss. He lost last week. He's 9-1, one of the best records in baseball right now. So there you go.
Yeah, look at that.
The pitching has improved, and that's the big thing because the Marlins are hitting.
They're only 4.5 back.
Yeah, 4.5 back, 1.5 in back of Philadelphia, and they're only like 2 percentage points away from the wild card spot, overtaking the Cardinals, who lost to the Cubs yesterday in Chicago as well.
Yeah, there's nobody running away with anything other than
the Dodgers. The Dodgers. You could stick a fork in that one. It's a done deal.
Yeah, man. Second place, the Diamondbacks, 14 games back. That's
and
crazy.
The Padres, both 14 games back.
Wow,
There's
that's crazy.
Back. They're clearly playing for a wild card spot.
Yeah.
The Dodgers are the most consistent team in baseball. by far. Brewers are not too far behind. The Braves have fallen back a little bit. I think the Rays, if you look, they're probably the third best team record-wise in the major leagues. But again, American League isn't comparable to the National League record-wise. If you've got a 500 record in the American League West, you're on top of things. Hey, turn our attention to auto racing there. Chase Briscoe coming up big in Chicago, the Chicago Land race yesterday. Tyler Reddick is not leading in the standings right now. Denny Hamlin is, but a big win there for Chase Briscoe. We're seeing different winners now.
Yeah, now it's becoming a little bit, spread out.
Yep. Next Sunday, they're in Atlanta at Echo Park as the NASCAR regular season begins to wind down.
Right, before they start.
Late August, the playoff competition.
Yeah. Oh, I tell you what, the John Deere Classic, Chris Goddard throwing out a 62 and then having to wait until everybody finished, and that poor kid, what's his name, puts it in the water on 18. Ugh. And Goddard wins 62. That's a serious round of golf.
That's usually where I put mine in the water. It gets a good drink. Charles Leclerc winning big at the British Grand Prix yesterday. And so you're finally seeing somebody win, and their name is not Kimi Antonelli.
Yeah.
It's good, though. It's good for racing, different winners. You don't like to see something being dominated. At least I don't. Speaking of domination, how about Joey Chestnut?
The glutton.
Coney Island, the glutton?
Yeah.
You're going to say the glutton?
Yeah.
I tell you what, you have to be. Let's just say, that's what you're probably called more often than not. You got to be a glutton to be able to train for that. To be able to,
I told you
I saw the training with the
how
ball.
He
does it
with the throat.
It's incredible. He only ate 66 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
Yeah, he's going. His numbers are going down.
Yeah,
he's out of the 70s. Can you imagine that 66 hot dogs?
66, and that's a bad day for him.
And that's with bread.
Soaking that bread, that's nauseating. But 18 straight wins now for him. And Kobayashi, is he ever going to come out of retirement? I don't know. How about on the ladies' side? Miki Sudo, I think it was 38.75, but they called it 39 hot dogs. Now, you get a lady who sits across from me, and I go to Hot Diggity Dog over there in Bunnell, and she sits down and eats 39 hot dogs in 10 minutes. I'm getting away from her.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
You know what? I look at that, and it's 2 hot dogs in 10 minutes maybe for me.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
I mean, I can take down a dog,
Yeah.
There's no question I can take down a dog, but, we used to do the 3 soubrettes and a bag of chips and a soda for like $7 on the side of the road in New York. They're all over the place. And, Hey, you can't take down 3 dogs here now because of the price.
It's crazy. I don't know if anything I could eat 66 of in 10 minutes. There's not too many things here.
Not even chiclets.
Just I guess I got to start
nerds.
Training. And finally, Friday night, Madison Square Garden wasn't a sporting event. Big wedding. How was it? How was it? Were you there?
No, I wasn't there.
You didn't get
I didn't get
an invite.
I just couldn't believe Adam Sandler married
Adam Sandler. That was astonishing.
Yeah, Adam Sandler
when
does
is he
it all.
Officiating weddings.
That's unbelievable.
Happy Gilmore.
Was it a Jewish wedding? Because Adam Sandler's Jewish.
I guess he
did. They step on the mazel tov?
Faked it. I don't know.
We'll have to. Where's Lucas, the fact check, the Gator man? We need to find out. Is Adam Sandler both Christian and Jewish, or was there a Jewish wedding?
It was kind of out of character. I never do. When I first heard that, I thought, wow, that's got to be a joke. My reaction was like Belgium's reaction to the postponement of that red card penalty. It was like, what? Adam Sandler?
It's crazy. It is crazy. Happy Gilmore throwing down the wedding bells.
Well, he offered some good advice. According to Andy Reid, the Kansas City Chiefs head coach, he said that basically kiss one another as often as you can in the morning and the night, and any time is right.
Is that Is that Sandler's? That was
Adam Sandler's
closing.
That was
his
words of wisdom.
All right, brother.
I guess we all got to take that into practice.
Yeah. We need some words of wisdom as we close our show. Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler. We'll end it on that note. Appreciate everyone watching and giving a like, a follow, and subscribe. The Chain Gang Sports Show. We'll see you Thursday night live, 6:30 to 7:30.
Peace.
Things are truly better with us.